Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you are doing well. I cannot believe it, but we are already halfway through the summer. I'm crying a little bit inside, but I am consoling myself with the awesome books that are coming out this July. So let's dive in. First is Violet Made of Thorns by Gina Chen. This book is pitched for fans of The Cruel Prince and Serpent and Dove. I haven't read any of those, so I can't recommend it towards that one way or the other, but I can tell you I did pick this book because it is an enemies to lovers romance with a morally gray character. Again, nothing you haven't heard about, except it is the heroine that is the morally gray character, which I love. Violet makes her living by lying to the royal court. She passes herself off as a prophet, which the prince is not having. He is bound and determined to get rid of her the moment he can when he takes over the kingdom this summer. But the trade to that is the king is a huge fan. He's bought it hook, line, and sinker, and he wants her to give a divine telling of what the prince's love life is going to be. Well, in doing so, she accidentally enacts this horrible, horrible curse and has to work with the prince to save the kingdom and might fall in love along the way. I am very excited about it. I always love when you get a little bit of depth with the heroines with the morally gray aspect. It can go one way or the other. Sometimes people can take it a little too far for me, but I love when that line is played with because I think it makes for so much more of a rich experience, a character that you can sort of relate to, because it's hard to make those types of decisions, and sometimes you do want to make the selfish decision over the righteous and moral decision that might look better on the page but not necessarily in real life. So I'm really excited to dive into this one, and it comes out on the 26th. Next is The Bodyguard by Katherine. A trope I rarely see but adore is the role reversal of a female bodyguard protecting the main male character. I think the reason we don't see this trope more often is because right now alpha males in romance stories are super popular, and having a female bodyguard, having the guy need to be protected, can sometimes go against that, and it isn't always what readers want. Sort of the beta male type main character. I love it, and done well, it can be so phenomenally good. And I think people are missing out, and I'm hoping this will sort of come back around and come back into popularity, and we might even see even more of it. I fell in love with this for the first time reading Black Lies and Lullabies by Jane Graves. As a quick aside, thank you to Goodreads, because it's on the shelf back here somewhere, but I had no idea where. I could vaguely remember what the cover looked like, but I could not for the life of me think of the title or the author's names, so I definitely Googled female bodyguard romance, and of course Goodreads had my back, came up right away. Anyway, this is a story where she is the bodyguard to a sort of playboy billionaire type who loves pushing her buttons. After quitting in anger and a bit of hate sex, she ends up pregnant, and they have to deal with sort of this evolution of their relationship where she comes to realize that he isn't just all the playboy that he shows, and he realizes how much he can't live without her, bodyguard or not. It's super cute, and I loved it. You should definitely check it out. Or if you want a more sci-fi spin on it, Fortune's Pawn by Rachel Bach is one you can't miss. It's a sci-fi adventure story where a female merc is protecting a ship and she falls for the cook, who isn't quite what he seems, and they have to work together to sort of save everyone. So it is also very awesome, powerful female. They work together. I love it. I love this trope so much. Clearly. So if you have any more recommendations, send them on through to me. In any case, I got distracted. All this put together is why I am so excited about The Bodyguard by Katherine. In this story, our main character, Hannah, is hired to protect superstar Jack, who is being stalked, but when he has to go home to take care of his sick mother, he doesn't want anybody to know that she's his bodyguard, so they end up doing the pretend boyfriend-girlfriend thing, and of course, chaos ensues. This sounds a bit more rom-com than romantic suspense, which you can definitely tell by the cover, but either way, it sounds hilarious and like a ton of fun, and I cannot wait to read it. This is out July 19th. Next is Boyfriend Material by Ilsa Madden-Mills. Ilsa Madden-Mills is an author by author for me, and I will tell you why. It isn't because her plots are revolutionary necessarily. They're pretty on par with what's in the market, so super steamy, enemies to lovers, lots of chemistry and drama. Good on her for knowing her readers and knowing exactly what they want and how to give it to them, including me, but it doesn't push any big boundaries or anything like that, except she writes phenomenal characters. The reason why I never hesitate to buy her books is because even though it feels like I may have read that type of book 1,000 times before, I know when she gets her hands on it and works her magic, it's going to feel fresh and beautiful and heartbreaking all over again, and I'm going to adore the characters. And the newest release, Boyfriend Material, is a perfect example of this. It's an enemies to lovers romance. It's a hockey sports star who trampled on our heroine's heart and then of course comes to realize that he needs to prove to her that he is in fact boyfriend material. It sounds very much like many other sports romances you've read out there, but I guarantee you it is going to be so good, so powerful, and with such great characters, you're not going to want to miss it. And this is out July 25th. Finally is A Strange and Stubborn Endurance by Meadows. This is a fantasy story about a vital political marriage, but when the prince is revealed to be gay and refuses to marry the princess, instead of getting out of the marriage, they tell him he has to marry the prince. I absolutely love this, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it because it's like every political fantasy with the forced marriage trope out there, except for it's prince marrying prince, which is just such a different vibe. I cannot wait to see how it works. It sounds like it's going to be heartbreaking and sweet and beautiful, and I cannot wait to dive in. This is out July 26th. What are you reading this month? Is there anything that I missed putting on my TBR? Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and then you won't miss any videos. And until next week, keep reading.